You know what? I'm just going to start over from the beginning. What the heck? Um, starting a new campaign. I'm going to play as executive. Who should I try? Should be expansive, robotic, scavenger, scientific. I'll try the scavenger. I kind of like them. They're a little different. So their kind of odd thing now is that they this is not. Fortunately mine was moused over something. But right now there's some introductory text which will explain the campaign to you, which is nice. This is all stuff that should be coming out next week in the Beta 3 update. So I'm playing as Scavenger, which means I need carbon. I don't need steel or iron. Looks like by default I get wind turbines, not solar power. It's interesting. I've got the basic life support stuff. One little change is that in the campaign now, the buildings start sort of at half production, but now I also changed it so they only need half as much input. So you know, a basic farm now, instead of needing 1 water, only needs half a unit of water. So that means that in the campaign, even though you start out with weaker buildings, they're just as profitable. They just are going to be going slower. And then, of course, you upgrade them between missions. So I've got $600,000 to spend. I can upgrade, well, I don't need a steel mill. I can upgrade my glass production. Then I get a level 3 glass furnace, which would be nice. I get solar power. I don't really... I think I'll just stick with wind power. So actually, a lot of these options are not that fantastic. I guess I should go for a pleasure dome. Let's go for glass furnace and save my $200,000 for maybe something better next time. No, that change to the farms. This is only for campaign. The issue with campaign is between turns you're going to be upgrading your buildings, but there's sort of like this power curve problem. If you start out at the same level you start out in multiplayer, and then you add more bonuses on top of that, you're going to quickly just be like producing so much stuff that you're just going to be flooding the market. So we actually, since the campaign is 7 turns long, which gives you 6 chances, well actually 7 chances to upgrade your buildings, we have to sort of start you a little bit lower than you do normally. So that's the sort of reasoning behind that. All right, so the 3 missions available to me right now are this one, which is the bonus is the perk. The perk you get for having the most stock at the end of it is a chemical shipment, glass shipment, and a goon squad. So those are all okay. Glass shipment would be pretty nice. You get them each time you upgrade, so that can allow me to upgrade really quickly. But a goon squad could be useful too. I think I'll go for the glass shipment. They both have a resource level of high, which is nice. There will be no auctions, which I guess is okay. All right, well let's get going. Some of the biggest changes, the question is asking what are going to be the biggest changes to multiplayer the next patch. Biggest changes are going to be that a lot of the prices are changing around, so that basically all the buildings are profitable from the beginning. And also when you buy someone out, the stock you're buying out from someone, they don't get double anymore, they just get the base price of the stock. So what that means is oftentimes people are hesitant to do buyouts because they're afraid they're going to give all that money they're spending for the buyout is going to go to some other player who's going to turn around and buy them out. So that's hopefully going to be less of a problem now. So I've added a lot of sort of pop-up help, or I guess windows. I've added some sort of pop-up windows to the campaign to kind of help explain how it works, because it works a lot differently from the main game. So if you play through the campaign now, I would encourage you that you take the time to read through these things. All right, so let me turn. Does that sound maybe? Let me know if the sound is way too high.
Medium levels of water found.
It sounds pretty high.
Levels of silicon found.
It's pretty high for me. Turn that down some. Just let me know if it's.
High levels of water found. Medium levels of
Let me know if the mix is okay. So I'm scavenger. So their first order of business is to find some carbon on the map. You see, I've got 2 expansive opponents on the map. One's grabbed a pretty good spot with water and iron. The other one's got a lot of iron. I still need to find myself some carbon. Carbon can often be found in craters, so I'm going to kind of look for those. Let me see here. I haven't found a whole lot of carbon yet, honestly. I mean, there's 2 carbons here, which may be enough. If I can put them adjacent to each other, get the bonus. Yeah, I don't think there's just a lot of carbon on this map, which is not great for me. But at least there isn't another scavenger player on it. All right. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to go for that. I guess at least I'll be able to drop by this water, which is important as well.
This colony isn't going to build itself.
Grab those 2 carbons. 1 more claim, which I'll use for a high aluminum over here. That gives me sort of the basic resources I need for upgrading my headquarters, which is carbon and aluminum.
Expansive colony expanded.
Chris94F, how do we pronounce that? I'm not sure. You're asking a question. Can you explain your question a little bit better? How do you use the different factions to figure out what's on the map? I know we fixed some stuff related to that, so that might be fixed in the next update. Let's see here. So right now I'm waiting for my carbon and my aluminum come in to upgrade, and then I also want to make sure I upgrade the colony here. So right off the bat, the colony, you see it needs jobs. It's a population of 2. It's got plenty of housing, and it just needs 2 more jobs, which means I need to build either a workshop, an office, or a laboratory. Module pop-up. Should do it right now. It actually the pop-up help doesn't tell you that it provides jobs, which would be nice. So let's see here. I can upgrade. Let me grab that high water. His power's already up to $60, so wow, this is a very flat map. Where should I put some? I'll put it right here because looks like there's 2 high wind tiles next to each other. So if I need them both, that'll be useful. Food is already off to a pretty quick start. Price of silicon is pretty low, so I could consider just going for the glass furnace right away, especially since I have the level 3 glass furnace. If you mouse over this plus, it'll tell you, you know, what engineers you have available. You see, I have 3 glass furnace engineers, so that means my glass furnaces are, generally speaking, you know, work faster than my other buildings. So I will go ahead and throw down a glass furnace here, and I will add another one so I get the 50% bonus. There is both. Someone asks, is this PvP or PvE? I mean, it's an RTS, so you can play against AI or you can play multiplayer. And someone's already frozen my carbon production. Well, that's a pretty good move. Scavengers definitely need their carbon. So I have an EMP, but I think I'm going to wait to use it till later because there aren't too many buildings left on the map. So I'm going to turn my glass furnaces onto auto supply. And so I'm making glass. I will soon be making carbon. The problem is my carbon got frozen. What do I need to upgrade? These guys. I guess I could use my glass to build an office to help grow the colony. But I really need to upgrade myself. It's most important. Yeah, all of the UI upgrades you see will be in multiplayer as well. It uses the same stuff. All right. So I probably should have actually my last verses might be I see now they're actually losing money. So that did not work out very well. The problem is I'm buying silicon to make the glass, which is sort of slowly driving up the price of silicon. So right now I'm just kind of stuck, basically waiting for my carbon to come in. So. So what do I need? I need 240 carbon. Man, that getting hit by that power surge really knocked me out heavily in this game. And right now the big danger is that none of us, the colony needs jobs. It's not growing at all. So it's like we're competing for, a colony that's not really making much. The income you're going to get each turn from a colony is relative to its size. If the colony doesn't grow, then then none of us are going to get much income from this map. Alright, I'm almost there. Upgrade. Alright, now I gotta. It's definitely time to get into something that's making me money. First off, let me get some silicon so I can actually take advantage of my glass furnaces. Is there any high? I don't see any high on the map. Ooh, I have a goon squad. Okay, every time in this scavenger faction, every time it upgrades, it gets a I guess a random a mutiny thing, so I can use it to steal something. What would be valuable right now? Is that producing silicon? No, you're producing water. Aluminum, which is not that big of a deal. Actually, there's nothing really awesome to steal right now, so maybe I'll just take some power.
We're not surprised.
Oh, of course they had a good squad on it. Okay, so I should probably get into food because my I got all this water and it's not really doing anything for me. Okay, and now I really need to start. We're already halfway through this mission and the colony is still size 2, so I really got to start upgrading. So the cheapest thing to upgrade may be office. It's not really playing to my strengths because it's a build office. You need it. It helps electronics, but at this point it just doesn't even matter. We just need to get the colony growing. More glass. If I can get to $5,000, I can private claim, which would be nice. Almost there. Alright, then I'm just going to drop down another glass blower. Although maybe I just do more silicon. Jeez. Silicon is... Yeah, so you actually can make more money from the silicon. The glass furnaces are actually money losers right now, so technically I should just turn them off. Oh. And they mutiny my wind. So I think basically I used my... they stole my mutiny from the Goon Squad and then used it against me, so that did not work out fantastically. What do I want to knock out? I want to knock out the farms, so I can make more of the money off of the farms. Yeah, Chris, I didn't fully understand your earlier question, so if you could ask it again, that'd be great. Or explain it further. Alright, so making plenty of money off of silicon, and eventually my... I got mutiny again. Ah, they're stealing my silicon. That's fantastic. Alright, well, let's upgrade the office. At least I've got the lead in colony stock right now. I have 3, the other corporations have 2. So this is not turning into an awesome map for me. But if I can at least, if I can at least win it, if I can at least win the mission, then maybe it'll all work out okay. Because I'll get the glass upgrade. I need to produce more silicon, and for no other reason than just to sell it to drive down the price. I think I'll build another farm. Farms are looking pretty good in this game. Okay, I got a resource. I got an underground nuke. Take out your water. I do not have much of a lead in terms of colony stock.
Expansive colony expanded.
This would drive up the price of drive up the price of glass. A workshop will drive up the price of glass, which is good for me, so I want that. Okay, so green is the potential problem here. Wow, they must make a lot of money there. I gotta nip this in the bud. They've got all of these. Oh, good squad blocked and only knocked 2 out. Okay. All right. Can I upgrade again? Okay, my glass. Okay, my glass is finally making me money. Okay, what do I make more from? Hydrolysis reactor, or so the hydrolysis reactor would actually make me more money. So I maybe should transition into it, which also would make sense because my opponent has a whole bunch of them. So make sure that they don't have that all to themselves. At this point, there's only 2 days left, so I am kind of doing some plain short-term thinking here, just trying to I'm trying to keep at least a 2 stock lead in the colony stock game. Alright, 157. So the colony is growing now. It should be up to size 6 pretty soon. If we can get to size 7 or 8, that's not too bad. Of course, now that I stop making food, the price of food is going to rise pretty quickly. Oh yeah, so Chris, I think we did fix that bug about using the faction type to hover over the resource to see what's there. I think, but I'll double check. Use HQ to reveal resources. We have today and tomorrow to get our last minute fixes in. Should I upgrade? It is nice to upgrade the campaign all the way up to level 5 because it will affect your stock price in the sort of the meta game. Your stock price in game is the same as it is out of game, and what factors into it is cash, but also your headquarters and buildings that you leave on the maps after you go. So if you can upgrade. Glass is turning into a real moneymaker now.
Let this be a lesson to you. Let this be a lesson to you. Screw with us.
So if you get a lot of buildings and a level 5 colony down, it will mean you get a slightly higher stock price. Alright, I got 4 claims. Well, glass is looking great, so I'll just double. Oh, what happened to water? Okay. These are actually losing money for me. So goodbye. I'm just going to switch completely to water. There's only about 24 hours left, so hopefully I can just corner it. And speaking of water, maybe who's making water? Whoa, they're transitioning to power, hardcore. Well, I guess that's fine. They'll drive the price down really quickly. I'm just not going to worry about power for now. In the meantime, let me get, okay, now I got a pretty sizable lead. I'm not going to worry about buying more colony stock unless they start competing with me for it. Okay, food's looking great, so I'm just going to put some food down as well. I'm not sure why I did it there. I should have done it here, so that way I could have switched back to farms if I need to. But so it goes. Maybe I'll actually pay off my debt. You're forced to pay it off after the mission anyway. So probably a good idea. It's a good idea. And during the mission, every 24 hours, you have to, your debt goes up by 10%. So, if you don't necessarily have anything specific to do with it, it's good to pay it off. All right. The population is level 6. There's 9 jobs, 13 housing. Okay, so the colony doesn't really need to. Expanding the colony at this point isn't really going to make much of a difference because since we're on the last day, as you can see up here, and it's growing at a certain rate, it probably won't get to a level. Well, now level 11. You see the jobs 11, housing 13. What that means is that there are 11 habitat modules and that there are 13 workshop, offices, and labs, which gives the jobs. Okay, the AI is making a run at the last day, which is common. I have it sort of coded to do that, where on the last day it starts to sell its resources as fast as it can to. All right, well, it's making a run. It's selling whatever it's got to kind of invest in the colony because they know it's the last day, so it's time to stop investing in infrastructure. So the question is, will they be able to catch me? And I may be able to. I'm not even sure which one's the greatest threat right now. Probably the one making farms. All right, well, let me knock that out. Okay, well-placed goon squad by the AI here. So I dropped a power surge. It went here, and then it got blocked here. So it only really knocked out 2 farms, but better than nothing. All right, we've got 6 hours left. Oh, jeez, we got to 10. I'm at 12. They're two shares behind. 4 hours left. Who's the competition? Still green. All right. Let me get rid of your. Well, power has died. So like it transitioned hard to power, which is how it got close to me. But the power market dies really pretty quickly once it gets oversupplied. So I think it was right for me to sit that one out. I even have a blown up wind turbine. All right, just a couple seconds left, and I won. All right, 12 to 9 to 10. So somewhat close. And I'm going to show off another nice feature here. When you jump back to the Mars level, it'll actually give you a breakdown of your finances. Because a lot of people don't necessarily pick up, because we haven't been telling you this, of course. The money you make during the missions kind of filters back up to you when you pop up to the Mars level in the campaign. So all the money you earn in the mission, and as well as all the debt you accrue, affects you at this level. So before the mission, if you remember, I had $200,000 left that I did not spend. Excuse me. And then during the mission, if you took my cash, and then it also sells all your resources automatically at the end, I had 287K. And then I had, someone wrote, this game is a ripoff of Mule. Yeah, we're definitely heavily influenced by Mule. It's a great game. It's, what is it, over 30 years old, but still a very good game. And this is the debt I accrued. So, and then it takes my income. You get a base income of 1.5 million each turn, no matter what. And then the mission that I just played, I'm now earning $133,000 every turn from it, because we got the colony to level whatever it was, 8 or something like that. And then it distributes the income based off of how many shares you have in the colony. So it takes this money, takes my income, subtracts my expenses, which are all the people working for me, all those engineers. They have a salary each turn. So I have a net revenue of 283K. So that takes the cash from the mission, takes the net revenue, and that becomes 770,000K. And then I had $147,000 in debt from that mission, so that's my debt. And then cash after paying debt is 622K. So I have $600,000 to spend, and I'm going to spend it on. It might be a geotherm, or I could upgrade my wind turbine. I think I might just do the wind turbine. Or I could, what would be better? Well, probably I'd do that. Do the wind turbine, and then I have to decide between a better chemicals lab or a better electronics factory. I like the idea of a chemicals lab because since I'm scavenger, I'm going to have carbon anyway, and chem labs require just carbon and fuel. Whereas electronics requires carbon, silicon, and aluminum, and I'll probably be using my silicon for my glass furnaces. So I'm going to upgrade my chem lab, and now let's check out the next missions available. Let's see here. So this one would provide the perk that's available is the free wind turbine, which would be nice since I have the oh, this is the only one available. So what happened here is there are 3 missions that are available. There are there's Sinus Sebaeus, there's Dawes Crater, and there is, however that's pronounced, Huygens Crater. However, these ones are each small. These 2 are both small maps, which means they can only take 2 players. And you can see where it says assign players. Though those spots essentially have already filled up. So there are 3 spots available, but they fill up from top to bottom. And since I'm in last place, I get last pick. So I'm forced to take Sinus Sebaeus, which is fine because a free wind turbine is fine. Everything else looks okay. It's even a trader. It's even a craters map, which is great for a scavenger because there's a lot of carbon in craters generally. All right, more explanation about the campaign. Now that you've played a mission, this is going to be explaining that there's a growth round at the beginning where you just try to make money, don't worry about elimination. Then the middle rounds is the elimination rounds, where each turn the company with the lowest stock price is eliminated. And then in the final round, you actually play it out like the regular game, the sort of multiplayer skirmish type game, where you're trying to buy out the other corporations based off your stock price. So that's why it's important not to let your debt just get completely out of control in this game, besides the fact that, all your income has to pay off your debt between turns. But also, if you have a huge amount of debt, you'll go into this final round with a low stock price, and you probably get bought out. Okay, here we go. So again, I'm scavenger, so I want to find some carbon, which means it'd be good to look in craters. Okay, some medium carbon there. I think I'm going to keep looking until I find a high. Like, it's almost impossible around this, although there are 4 other players in this map. So, the good spots are going to get taken. They've already all found. Okay, this one did not found near. Oh, they got a high carbon there. So they found some high carbon. So my hope is that there's some more high carbon in this map somewhere. So I have to keep looking until there's some medium carbon, maybe here, low carbon. Well, this is not looking great.
Medium levels of aluminum.
Oh, that's an interesting tile. Well, shoot. I don't see any.
High levels of aluminum found.
All right, I think I'm just have to go for.
High
Oh,
levels of silver
okay,
found.
I like this here. This is interesting. Take this. I'll get the.
This colony isn't going to build itself.
Yeah, see that middle mine was here was on its way to grab this aluminum iron tile. They're pretty rare, but they're kind of cool because you produce both resources. So I'm not sure if I made the right move here because I passed up the opportunity to get like a high, because I think there's some high aluminum elsewhere on the map, or even just this medium aluminum that's nearby to get one that produces both iron and aluminum. Pleasure Dome Manager. Do I want a Pleasure Dome? Okay, so this is an auction. It goes into your debt. I'm definitely willing to. I'm going to pause the game here. I think the AI should have bid more than 6,000. 6,000 for a Pleasure Dome Manager, especially on the first turn, or the first day, on day 1. It's hard for me to judge what the AI should bid on these auctions. Basically, this unlocks the Pleasure Dome for me now, and since I'm the only one who can build it on the map, it could be a pretty valuable building, as long as the price of power doesn't get out of control. So anyway, so I'm going to be producing iron, which I don't need, but I can just sell it on the market, and aluminum. And the thing is, I could actually build another metal mine here, which would really boost my my iron and metal production. And the thing is, since they're nearby my colony, once the prices of those 2 things do crash, then I'm still okay. because those tiles are near my colony, I can just use them for farms or something else. All right, so the colony needs both jobs and housing, so I can't really buy one thing to upgrade it right away. And right now I'm basically just waiting for the aluminum to come in. I'll sell my iron and upgrade. And you know, I am gonna just grab another. I am gonna sort of double my, or actually triple my aluminum production and get higher iron production. Water is a pretty solid price, so I'm gonna grab. Should I grab the high? Yeah, I'll grab the high that's right nearby. That's a great spot. And I think I might go for some wind because I'm thinking long term about that pleasure dome, and so I could get a triple here. Yeah, I'll go there. I could just, I guess, build it right away. It'll create 44 bucks right now. So that's actually not worth it until the price of power goes down. So let's make sure the price of power goes down. It'll make more. The pleasure dome will make more money as the colonies grow and the other players increase. Oh, they can make a pleasure dome too. Well, that's important. I can. These tiles are close enough to me that I can always adjust them. All right, maybe I'll buy the habitat, which only costs aluminum, which I got plenty of. Iron is a nice, good price. So that move has so far has paid off pretty well. Do I want the colony to grow, or do I want to upgrade myself? I'm probably making glass. This one does glass electronics, glass and chemicals. So that's kind of what I want to do. Of course, this one costs electronics. I'll do this one. I don't want the price of power to go up. Pirates. The thing is, I do actually kind of want to stay out of debt this game. If I'm going to take advantage of the pleasure dome. I may actually, what I'm going to do is bribe a claim for 5,000 and use it to build probably a farm, because that's what's getting me into the debt the most.
Pirates. I hate those filthy bandits.
Alright, who can I hit to hurt? It would be nice to drive up the price of carbon a little bit. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, Goon Squatted. And the Goon Squatted the high. I didn't even think about the fact that I hit the wrong spot, so I'm glad I didn't hit the high. So I guess that's a little lesson might be worth doing against the AI. That took the medium. That was next to my high. That's annoying. Okay, I'm trying to auto supply because it's making plenty of money for me right now. So my iron, that's just really worked out fantastic. But I really want to upgrade. I need 40 glass, so I better start selling stuff to buy glass. Up to 40. So even though I have a farm, I'm still losing a little bit of money on food, because my farm is only producing 0.35 food a second. So when I upgrade, I'm going to need another farm to support that. That's because, you know, if we still got these... What do I have? Do I have 2 farm engineers? Yeah, 2 farm engineers. So it's about 25% less effective than a farm in the regular game. Alright. Why can't I upgrade yet? I need more aluminum. Well, that should be coming very quickly. Or I can just sell my iron. Upgrade. Alright, let's get another farm down. I assume farms are the best bet right now. It's worth 33 bucks. Electronics is looking good. Chemicals is losing money. Glass is making money, but no, I won't make the mistake I did last time. Let's actually secure some. There's a nice high carbon tile nearby. Let's go ahead and claim that now. I'm just going to go for the triple farm. It'll be making some significant money at that point. And in the meantime, I've got a resource. Got underground nuke. I'm going to knock down I'm going to knock down your wall. Oh, I'm not producing extra water. I want to upgrade. So this would upgrade my metal mines, which at this point actually I'm not that worried about. So I'm just going to let that one go.
Expansive colony expanded.
So I'm just going to knock down this guy's water. Oh, interesting. As soon as I knocked it down, you see they switched it off. That's because the price of power has gotten really pretty out of hand. It's on auto supply. I guess I just can't afford the water. Alright, they need jobs. Let's see how much is it to build a... I don't want to drive up the price of power, so I better build workshops. So we need 5,900. Alright, but I better focus this on upgrading. I really need some power. You know, I'm going to buy a goon squad and protect my power. I feel like they're going to hit it again at some point, which will protect my power and also give me a thing. You know, whatever it is they used to attack me. Sell my space, sell my silicon to buy the glass. Now I actually should buy the glass furnaces. I'll put them,
black market is online.
I'll put them somewhere they aren't going to be tempted to EMP something else. I should put them by green. Aha! They just tried to hit my my wind power. Remember I said that was going to happen? Alright, so I got a power surge, and what better use of it than to hit someone else's power? I mean, two people's power right here. Nice. Alright, so they'll drive the price of power. And, you know, maybe I should have... I'm not sure if I should buy another goon squad to protect my power, or not. Okay, they need jobs. What should I sell to? Now look at my farms. How much is the workshop? 8,000. Let's need a little bit more. The workshop. So I'm driving the price. It is driving up the price of glass.
And we screw with you.
Turn my glass furnaces on auto supply because I make 140 a second. That's some serious stuff.
Let this be a lesson to you all. Screw with us, and we screw with you.
Oh, that was a painful power surge. Knocked out all of my production. Maybe I should put my glass furnaces up here. I was afraid that if I put them here, I'd get EMP'd, which would knock out both my carbon. Ooh, look at the price of... Oh, I'm getting brutalized. Alright, I'm going to have to invest in a good squad. This is just going to be too much. Where should I put it? On my farms? So, it looks like I'm never going to get out of debt. And currently the Pleasure Dome is still not going to be worth it. Because it's only making $78. So maybe that auction did not actually pay off. So I'm just going to set those lost guys out. There's a silicon shortage. One nice thing about scavengers, you find out about shortages earlier. So you see the price of silicon is going up. I've just bought into it. So as soon as this price stops rising, I will sell off my silicon. Oop! They just did it too. The AI is now sort of trained to try to take advantage of storage and surpluses, just like the player. Alright, buy a workshop. So the colony will keep growing. And I've got a one stock lead. Can I get to 12,000? I was trying to save money for a goon squad, but it looks like that might be out of reach right now. At this point, I'm gonna buy an EMP just to like. Who's my biggest threat? Green. I'm buying EMP just to raise the price. Rise the price? Yeah, I speak English well. Oh, I have a pirate. I must have got that. Oh, what can I steal? There's no scientific. I can steal carbon. Is anyone shipping anything that's more interesting than that? Hit tab, it goes through all of the different... Oh, they're shipping...
Expansive colony expanded.
They're shipping food? Wow. I guess because they saw the price of food so crazy. Well, in that case, I am going to start pirating this food.
I hate those.
Well, that is going to be very nice. Okay, habitat's a lot cheaper. I'm just going to buy 2 of them to give myself a pretty sizable lead. I'm still at level 4. We got 2 days left. So what I really would like to do here is, you know, just basically, oh, my silicon got resource bombed. That's what's going on here. Is my glass still making money? It is still making money, even though silicon is really expensive. So probably I'm going to need to upgrade, and then I'm going to need some more water too. Right when I say you need some more water, they blow up my water pump. Okay, I really need to upgrade. Alright, upgrade. Get myself some more water. I could theoretically mutiny. Oh, it's not a water pump anymore. I was going to say I could mutiny that, but that wouldn't really make sense. Okay, let me grab another source of silicon here. Price of aluminum is going down, so I might as well sell it. So my farm. Oh, I got a goon squad. Oh, thank goodness! On the upgrade, I got a goon squad. I'm gonna protect my farms. I'm gonna put 1 here, so that makes these 2 in the middle more valuable, which means putting a goon squad on this makes more sense because the AI is probably more likely to target it. However, having said that, do farms even make sense? I really just need more water. I'll build a little water. What the heck? There's only a day and a half left here. Okay. Glass is doing great. Where am I? I'm a 2 stock lead. They need jobs. All right, then I will build another workshop, which will then, of course, drive up the price of glass even more. Glass shortage. All right, awesome. All right, let me buy into that shortage. So you see the arrow's not even up yet. I get the alert early because I'm scavenger. So if you pay attention to what you hear, and you know what you see on the event log here, I find that there's a glass shortage coming. So I took all my money, dumped it into glass. So I've got 100 glass here sitting as the price is going up. So I'm gonna make a lot of money when it finally ends. And it's rising. A lot of money. In fact, you see if our stock price. Well, look how close all of our stock prices are. I was in the bottom in terms of stock price before this game began, and so now I'm obviously closer. Does it need to grow? It's got. Could use a few more jobs. So I'll build some more workshops, and I'm gonna pay off some of my debt. I believe that the debt happens at noon now. Wow, water is great. Food is great. So now the colony, it doesn't really matter if I buy habitat. Actually, I'll buy the habitats because they're cheaper. Buy 2 habitats. The colony is a size 7. There's 13 jobs, 17 housing. So you know the colony is not going to be able to get that big. Part of the reason it's growing slower actually is because water is so expensive, food is so expensive. That's actually really slowing down its growth. You see the growth is +7. You can see it says 693 of 1,000. It basically every tick it's going to be adding 8 to this number until it gets to 1,000, and then the colony grows. But it's growing slower because food's so expensive, water's so expensive, and so on. Okay, I'm still a 5 stock lead. We're on the last day here. Should I? Water's so expensive. I'm going to grab a mutiny. I'm going to mutiny this water tile. First of all, they just knocked out my water, so I really kind of need to make sure I maintain my source of water. But I'm making a lot of money off of that. At this point, I think I'm going to stop investing in the colony. First off, let me just pay off all my debt. Okay, I think I've got a good enough lead. I got 4. Really, I just need to worry about orange. So
The black market
what I could do. Where's orange making them? I make some power. It's got the water here. I'm going to steal one of their water. Alright. So that'll hurt orange significantly. Make me a plenty amount of money. Ooh! Carbon is going up. So I'm going to buy into that carbon shortage. I don't want to do too much because the AI will actually sell under you now. Alright. Alright. I think I'm looking good. Pay off my debt. It's almost noon.
The black market is online.
These prices are great. Okay, I'm good there. 2 stocks. I have a two stock lead. But I got plenty of money. I kind of want to use. I kind of want to save my money because I want to use it, and on the Mars level to buy another engineer. It's almost cheaper. It's fit, another stock. Another piece of stock that costs $50,000, so it's almost cheaper for me just to buy a power surge, knock out Orange's buildings here to prevent Orange from buying stock. So I'd rather spend $18,000 to hurt them than $50,000 to give myself another share, because that should make sure that Orange is not able to make much money for the rest of the game, since we only got about 4 hours left here. You can see the AI is a lot more aggressive now about cutting its losses in terms of it got rid of its aluminum mine and built an electronics factory on it, which you see is making $100 a second. However, the price of I think the price of oxygen dropped down. It is on its way. It kind of popped back up again. So it may not have been an awesome move. They're one behind me. And I won with a 1 stock lead. Okay. Nice. See, someone asks, what kind of game is this? It looks similar to StarCraft. Is it an RTS? Yes, we're calling this an economic RTS. It plays like an RTS, means the game is like 20 to 30 minutes. You can play with up to 8 people. But it's all about basically economics and buying and selling stuff on the market. And resource production did change, the type of things you see in games like Railroad Tycoon and Mule and stuff like that. And there is a black market, but there's no sort of classical combat in the game. All right, so let's pop back up to the Mars level. So this is my summary after turn 2. I'm doing pretty well. So before the mission, I just had a little bit of cash left. During the mission, I had very little debt. I made $400,000. I net $270,000 from my income, from my base income, plus the 2 missions I played, minus my expenses. So the $400,000 plus the $200,000, and change comes up to, $700,000 in cash minus the debt, leaves me with $700,000. So I got a decent amount of money to play with. If I only had a little bit more, I could have gotten a patent lab or a hacker array. As you see, there's plenty of Offworlds available, but those are really expensive. So instead, I'm going to be stuck with chemicals lab. Do I want a dry ice engineer? Dry ice engineer is only really useful if you're doing a mission down in the south, because Mars has water ice in the north, dry ice in the south. So dry ice condensers can be pretty cool, but they're only if there's actually dry ice available. All right. So by the way, now we're in the elimination round. So whoever loses this, whoever's the lowest stock price at the end of this turn will be eliminated, unless they do happen to win their mission. So you're never entirely safe unless you're basically near the top. So, perks available, I could unlock scientific, and this one is unlock scientific, this one is give me aluminum shipment, this one would give me dynamite. So which one do I want? I don't really care about being scientific, although it's one of my favorite colony types. Although maybe I might think about doing it, because aluminum shipment and dynamite is not fantastic. Let's see, if I became scientific, glass factories could be great, chemical labs could be great. The thing is, I don't have a steel mill. I have no steel mill, so I can't really use scientific. So let's just forget about that. So what do I want, dynamite or aluminum shipment? I'd probably rather have aluminum shipment. So anything weird about this map? Resource level's high, that's great. Normal rules, it's on craters. Okay, awesome, this place is great for me. I've got 2 competitors right now, Beta Sabotage is on it, and Gamma Stock. So these are both decent players. One of them is Scavenger, one of them is Expansive. This one starts with Pirates and Mutinies, which can be painful. This one starts with 2 Goon Squads. So I got to keep track. Remember the fact that the Gamma Stock Corp does have some Goon Squads to start the game with. All right, so let's start the mission. I see someone's asked questions. Is this game released? Yep, it's on Steam Early Access right now. You're looking at Offworld Trading Company.
Levels of water found. Medium
Okay,
levels of carbon
got some
found.
medium. There's one other scavenger in this game, so I gotta be careful because they might grab some awesome carbon if I find it. Thanks for helping out in chat. SMG, he's one of our most prolific streamers. You can,
Achieve thermal vent.
on Twitch.
That will be
So,
useful.
you know, if you want to see a lot of regular Offworld play, you should definitely follow him. He likes the big games, like 8-player games, which are
High levels
kind of...
of
Ooh, here we
found.
go. High carbon. I better just grab it now before I change my mind. Alright. High carbon, medium carbon.
Medium
What
levels of
about...
carbon found.
Is there any high aluminum? I don't see high aluminum, so I'm just going to take the medium aluminum that's nearby me. Is that where you're going? You're probably going to some iron over here. Okay. Oh, and I got my free wind turbine. Oh, I should have thought about the fact that... And actually, I lucked out there because you're going to get the free building you're going to get is going to be adjacent to your colony, and I believe this tile has strong wind. So I actually found it on a location that had decent wind nearby. If I'd found it like right here, all these tiles are probably, you know, very weak wind, so it would have been not a great idea. So that's nice to actually start out with some power off the bat. Okay, so I sell my silicon, sell my aluminum, buy up iron, buy up some aluminum because that's what's going to take longer to get to me because I'm producing tons of carbon. I may even at some point scrap one of these carbon quarries because I'm going to have more carbon than I know what to do with. Seriously. Okay. Upgrade. Alright, let me get myself some water. If you don't know what you're doing, just grab some water. I think I almost grabbed this one because I'm afraid that the AI is going to... Well, there's 2 mediums, so that's pretty nice. 2 more claims. Should I go for the glass furnace right away? It's... No.
Freelance pirates are auctioning their services
I want to
to
get
the
some
highest
pirates.
bidder.
I'll go 14 for pirates, sure. Alright. What are you shipping? You're shipping iron. I don't care about that. And you are shipping aluminum, which I do care about, and carbon, which I have way too much of. I'm going to put my pirates on your aluminum. Ah, then you need my carbon. Well, fair enough. Alright, I still got 2 tiles left. Should I go for farms? Neither one of these are really making much, so I'm going to go for silicon. Oh, there's not a whole lot of silicon on this map. Really? Wow. It's almost worth... Oh, okay, there actually is plenty. It's just all crappy low silicon, which I guess is fine.
The black market is online.
I could grab this wind tile. It is next to my base, so if I get lucky and superconductor comes up, that'll double that production. And of course, I can also then use it for something else if the price of power totally crashes. I don't see them having built much power yet, or any power. Yikes. So the price of power is probably going to go up, and then that allows me to... Then I can use my glass. I'm going to eventually transition to glass. I can use my glass to build offices, which are then going to increase the price of power. So maybe I can try that route this game. Yeah, I do think these campaigns would be awesome in multiplayer. Problem is they're very long forums, so you need you need 8 players to stick around for quite a while, and also you'd have basically different players playing different matches, and some like 3 players might play this one match that goes really long, while another 2 players might play a match that goes very short. So then even the winner has to sit around and wait maybe 10 minutes for the other match to finish. So. It's one of those things that I think sounds awesome, but I'm not sure if we would use much in practice. All right, the colony is not growing because it needs jobs, so I wanted to buy only $1,000 to upgrade because of the glass. So I basically be using my glass. Should I upgrade my building or upgrade my headquarters? Upgrade the colony. Upgrade the colony.
And we screw with you.
Because I'm doing pretty well otherwise. I can still upgrade just by selling my water. Alright, 3 claims. Should time for me to get into farms, or let's see, farm making 28, reactors making 31. Well, reactors, I mean, reactors are probably, oh, and there's an electrolysis reactor auction. So this would improve the electrolysis reactors I'm thinking of putting down right now. But I gotta take on a lot of debt to do that. But I'm okay with that. Alright, cool. So now I have really nice electrolysis reactors. As you see now, I have, well, they don't show up here because they're temporary. Let me write that down. That's a bug. Show temp perks in perk button help. So I believe I have essentially 3 electrolysis reactor engineers, so I should be producing at the normal rate. So I got 2 more claims. I probably should just go for 3 reactors. It'd be nice to get a glass first. Well, I got 40 glass. Colony's about to hit its limit, so it needs both jobs and housing. But I gotta focus on what I need to get me to the next level. I need 60 glass. This is an internal build. Some of the colony stuff is in the current version of the game on Steam, but we're going to have a beta 3 patch probably next week, which will include some of these updates that you're seeing here. My habitat, it's the cheap one. Carbon, of course, has crashed as I expected. Price to power stayed nice and steady. Having those 2 guys there is really paid off. Auto supply my reactors. Yeah, this campaign is in the game. It's just, of course, with every patch we are updating it. Okay, oxygen shortage, let me buy into that. So I sold all my glass, so I can buy, okay, the auction is capped out. So that should give me 14,000, which is almost enough to upgrade. Alright, upgrade. So now I think it's time to get to glass at last.
To locate some spare parts.
I'm going to put it up here, which keeps it a good distance away from both of my, for exactly that reason. If I put my glass furnace next to my reactors, they could all get EMP'd at the same time. Having said that, I should probably buy a good squad. It's only 5,000, and I'm predicting I'm going to keep getting hit. So I'm going to buy another glass furnace. Colony is not growing, needs a job. Should I build a workshop? They'll drive up price of glass. Okay. I could wait a little bit more to... I do want to drive up the price of glass as well, obviously. Since I'm going to be making it. Hacker array. Do I want a hacker array? That could be interesting. If I have a hacker array, I could hack a specific resource to make a lot of money off of it. To drive up the price. I don't see anyone making glass, so I could theoretically hack glass. Should I start doing that right away? Oof, look at all of this stuff I got. Alright, let me protect my glass. And what about should I do for resource bomb? I want to get a year's supply of carbon. I think, well, carbon is just like a dead thing, so I'm just going to hurt your water. Red's doing pretty good. Let me knock out your... Since I have reactors too, I'm going to knock out his reactors. That's only fair. Can I upgrade yet? I need aluminum. Aluminum has become an issue. Ah, they nuked my aluminum. Shoot. And it's 80 bucks. Alright, I am going to mutiny red's aluminum, because red's the bigger threat. So fuel to buy my aluminum. I can sell glass to... No, I'm actually behind colony stock now. Alright. So I want to use my hacker array, but I have to make sure I've got enough time to use it. Because there's only 3 days left now.
The black market is online.
By the way, everyone, for everyone who's watching, we are actually also about to host a tournament of Offworld. If you go to mohawkgames.com/blog, you see details about it. We have open signups until tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. It's a 1v1 tournament. This is the second time we've done it, and it's run by Layla J, who you can find on Twitch. That's her handle there. She's my wife. Does a great job with it. If you want to join us, that would be awesome. All the games that are played are broadcast on Twitch. So it's essentially an off-world Twitch tournament. I can upgrade.
We'll have this
Can't build my hacker array
I
yet.
just need to locate some spare parts.
I need some money for that. Maybe I should get into food. Well, frankly, electrolysis is better than food. Power's not bad either, but that only really helps my debt. Red is definitely the problem. I'm just going to get rid of your water entirely. Okay, I'm going to build a hacker array. I want to put it somewhere right there. Somewhere it's a good distance from everything else. And once it's up, I'm going to start shorting probably glass, so maybe I should actually increase my glass production. Give myself a diamond. I'm basically foregoing food. I just think it's better to either commit to either oxygen fuel or to food. You know, if you split yourself between them, you're not getting the production bonuses. And I also better get some water, especially since I see that it there just happened to be a water shortage. I need to sell my glass, buy into the water shortage. Oxygen shortage is coming up, is that right? Alright, sell my water, buy into the oxygen market before yep, and now it's starting to go up. I bought into it before it did, buy some more oxygen. Alright, so once it stops rising, see the price is going up each tick. Of course, the AI can sell too because it knows the price is going up as well. Glass, Zoltar popped in. Glass losing money. Yep, you're right. Well, my whole plan was actually to short glass. Maybe that's not a good idea anymore. The problem is Silicon had, I'm out of claims. I screwed up in terms of how much. No, maybe I should. Alright, I just gotta get enough claim. I need some more silicon. This is ridiculous. Can't make money with my glass. Water is doing incredibly well. And yet I'm still making good money off of my reactors. Red still looks like the basic threat. I'm going to hit their reactors again. I wish I had more silicon. Of course, I know I'm fully upgraded, so I don't really have a good way to get more silicon. I may even need to surplus silicon. You do both from your hacker rate. You can drive the price down, as well as drive the price up. I will do that. I will surplus silicon, which will happen after the glass shortage is done. Everything costs about the same, so I'm going to build a workshop, which will drive up the price of glass. They should be making money now. Yeah, okay, they're back to making money. How much time left? There's 2 days left, so I'm going to buy a good squad. My reactor's not making much money. My water pump, however, is. So I'm going to protect my high water pump, because that is going to be making a lot of money for me. Okay, the glass shortage is almost here. Let me buy into it before it happens.
Our hackers have compromised the trading servers. Price manipulation begins shortly.
The black market is online.
Maybe I should delete my reactors and build the farms. What's going on? How much time is left? Oh, I got a day and a half left. Yep. And you see the price of glass is rising. I sell all my glass, so I just made 90 grand. Oh, I've really fallen behind stock price. Go back. More workshops. Okay, now I have a 1 stock lead, which may not be enough. I need to hurt. I need to hurt green. So I was worried about red the whole time. Looks like green is finally caught. It's these farms. It's these farms.
Our hackers have compromised the trading servers. Price manipulation begins shortly.
Okay, I got a 2-point lead. 1-point lead. I'm going to buy power surge as soon as it's available. 10 seconds left until black market comes back online. Is the glass still looking good? Oh, I think it's off. They're short glass again. Because they're not making any glass. Okay. Knocked out his steel, which is actually probably pretty good too, and his farms. So I just took away a lot of his money-making capabilities. How much money is it sitting on? It's sitting on $200,000 in resources. That is a problem. He can really outpay me here. What am I sitting on? He's just got more money than I do. I may. This is a tough one. I'm actually going to raise the red flag. White flag, I'm going to just focus on making money. Etc. I don't think I've been in this situation before. I know I'm not going to be able to beat him. The colony is growing, which is fine. I got 13 shares. I'll make money off of this colony, but I'm not going to throw money away buying colony shares when I'm not going to be able to win this map because he's just got. I don't know how he got that much money in resources. It's crazy. Well, he spent it all now, so I would need to basically spend $250,000 because I need to buy 4 shares of stock. There's only basically half a day left. I just can't do it. Pay off my debt instead. Alright, so now I'm just focusing on making money. So the question here is, am I doing the right stuff? Okay, so I've got a glass shortage coming. So now, I probably should do is whatever money I do have, put that into buying up glass, because the price of glass is going to go up. Yeah, so I do have a lot of debt, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter, but it goes up to the higher level of the game. I'm netting about what $300,000 or $400,000 a turn, I think, on the Martian level, so that's going to pay off the debt pretty easily. Ooh, it needs silicon. All right. Actually, I spent all my money in glass, which meant my power supply, which meant my auto supply was basically turned off.
Price manipulation begins shortly.
Okay, glass shortage is coming. Well, that waterhead market really did collapse. Not enough time for another shortage. So you see, he's at 17 now. So I think I was right to just go ahead and focus on making the money. Price of glass is going up. No one else really has glass. I don't really need to worry about someone underselling me, unless they somehow. Yeah, will now sell their resources to buy into shortages. But I think the AI spent their money on the colony shares. So I've got $57,000. I'll just use it to pay off debt. Just waiting for the day to finish up. So I made probably some money off the hacker rate, probably enough that I think I only bought it for only cost me $14,000, so I think it was worthwhile. Question, of course, is was there something better I could have done with that tile? Not sure. Yeah, we've got another Offworld tournament coming up, as SMG mentioned. It's coming up, actually should start this weekend. You can still sign up. The sign-up's closed tomorrow at 5 p.m. You can find the information you need at mohawkgames.com/blog. So this one wasn't quite the win the last one was, but in the campaign you can lose missions and still win the campaign. It is definitely totally viable. Thanks, Zoltar. When he's in chat, I'm sort of always anxiously checking chat to see, you know, how he's going to make fun of how I play the game, because I'm sure he could make mincemeat of the AI in these missions. All right, so before the mission, I had $300,000 in cash. During the mission, wow, at the end of the mission, so I actually was net. So I actually essentially lost money that mission, even though I didn't win, because I ended up with $70,000 more in debt than I had cash. Probably it was those farms that kept getting EMP'd, and I was losing a ton of money per second on food. I did not, however, get eliminated. My stock price was only 50 cents more than the bottom player. So actually the stock prices are in a nice tight range. This actually seems reasonably balanced. In some of the earlier versions of the campaign, I had a harder time. You know, I had to estimate basically how well the AI was supposed to do in the missions that were not actually played, because there's your mission, and then at the same time there's parallel missions going on, and I have to basically, you know, come up with an estimate for how well the AI should do. And I think I'm coming up with a better estimate. I'm estimating better now. All right, so I didn't get much help from the mission, but of course I am making a pretty good income on Mars. You know, I cleared $300,000 in net revenue minus the debt. You know, so I started with $300,000 in cash. I made, you know, $300,000 in income, so that got me $600,000. Got to pay off my debt from that mission, leaves me with $579, which is still a little short of. Well, the only thing really cool available here is a Pleasure Dome Manager, which is not super awesome. And Delta Patent Corp is eliminated from the lowest stock price. All right, so what I'm going to do instead is so basically I can buy a wind turbine or a water pump engineer, or I can invest in a reactor. Reactors have often turned out to be pretty good. And of course I like to make glass, so it seems like a pretty good match for what I've got. Now all I can afford is a dry ice engineer, which again is only really useful if the mission is in the south. So Schiaparelli, we give it an extra claim. That's a pretty awesome bonus. However, resource level is rare, which can make it kind of tough. This one would give water engine, which is a tricky. It's a patent that basically lets you use water for fuel. There are two kind of tricky patents in the game: water engine and cold fusion, because they kind of change, you know, how your resources work. Water engine actually is pretty much generally better, just as it is, because fuel should be more expensive than water. And if you have water engine, you just need to make sure that you get enough water. But an extra claim, that's pretty awesome. This one's got medium resource. I think I actually will go for this one. Beta, my opponents are Beta and Epsilon. What's the top player? Gamma and Omega. All right, I actually need just a 5-minute break. Okay, so don't go anywhere. I will be right back. All right, hey everybody, I'm back. Thanks for waiting. Oh. All right, so we're on round 4 here, so it's time for the 4th mission. It looks like each mission is taking probably around 20 minutes. So you can see the campaign is probably, if you go from beginning to end, it's probably going to take you 2.5 to 3 hours, something like that. Which is sort of the idea of like being a long form version of Offworld in a night, as opposed to multiple nights. But of course, we do have load save, so it's definitely possible to do it in multiple sessions. All right, so I was going to go for water engine. What the heck, water engine haters? I'm going to do it. All right, so let's start the mission. So as usual, since I'm scavenger, I'm going to look for craters, try to find some. Wow, looks like there's plenty of a lot of sand, so there's going to be plenty of silicon in this map.
High levels of water found. Ooh, a geothermal vent. That will be useful. High levels of aluminum
Not
found.
much carbon yet at all, however. I feel out of breath because we have to run downstairs to get to the bathroom in our office right now, and I didn't want to, I wanted to get back as quickly as possible. I didn't want anyone to wait. Wow, there's tons of silicon on this map. I haven't even found a single source of carbon yet, though. There's going to be some somewhere. It always makes sure that, based off of, the potential headquarter types in the game, that there will be, sort of your basic iron, carbon. Okay, I found some. So if you click on the resource, it will show you where they are. So right now it's just low. Is this a medium? Is there anything else possible? Oof. What about there? Okay. There's some there, but it's still low. May just have to make double low work. He's going to claim some. What about the aluminum? Is there high aluminum somewhere? Not really. Oh, this is just junky. Alright, well. I'll just do this.
Don't worry, we'll have this outpost off the
Okay,
ground.
so my free wind turbine did get put on a strong tile, which is nice. Alright, let's wear some aluminum. Some knee high. Grab this one just to take it away from my opponent, essentially. My silicon to buy some aluminum. Ooh, ice condenser. So there are ice condensers on this map. There's seems to be a reasonable amount of water, so I'm not going to worry about getting an ice condenser.
The black market is online.
Zoltar, I'm not sure if you're still online or not, but if you are, he's been playing. He's been doing some videos of the campaign, including sort of like some pre-release beta 3 versions of it. I made a change just the last couple days so that you know how all the buildings are kind of work at 50% of what they normally do in the campaign. I changed all the inputs, including the power input, as well as the outputs. So, if a steel mill takes, in the regular game, it took 1 iron and it made half a unit of steel. Now in the campaign, it takes half a unit of iron to make a quarter unit of steel. Whereas before, it took 1 unit of iron to make a quarter unit of steel. So now, basically, I just kind of like, it's almost like slowing down the building, essentially. But across the board. So now, the buildings, again, when the game began, will all be, potentially profitable. Oh, someone stole my wind turbine. What am I doing here? Alright, upgrade my headquarters. Gonna want some water. Should I get... Yeah, I'm gonna get this good water because it's got a medium next nearby. You're gonna have to ship farther. What should I get into? What should I get into? Whoa, they all cleaned. Oh, because we got a bunch of scavengers on this map. That's interesting.
Pirates.
Well,
I hate those filthy
I'm
bandits.
gonna grab your. I need mutiny the mutiny. Basically, mutiny and mutiny is that you know that it's probably not protected by your squad. Needs housing. All right. Invested the first share of colony stock. All right, so I've got my glass. I just need aluminum, or I need to make something profitable that let me buy aluminum. So, yeah, maybe I'll do the reactors. At least 2. There's tons of silicon on this map. I almost feel like not. But is anyone else mining silicon? So just because there is silicon doesn't mean the price is going down, because no one is actually producing it. Furthermore, is there a high on the map? There is. It looks like there's just one high on the map. So I'm going to go ahead and claim that one high silicon. So when you get extra engineers, it just reduces the speed. Yeah, so the consumption will increase as you gain engineers. So it works differently from the industrial lab and the other various bonuses. So let me pause it for just 1 second so I can explain this fully. So in the campaign game, your basic steel mill will take half a unit of iron and make a quarter unit of steel. Sorry. As you increase it, as you get more engineers, that rate will go up by 50%. So if you get 3 steel mill engineers, now your steel mill will take in 1 unit of iron, and it'll produce half a unit of steel. Now, the bonuses that you get in the game for putting steel mills adjacent to each other, those are just simply positive. Those don't increase the input. So if you have 3 steel mill engineers, that means you got that nice steel mill that takes in 1 unit of iron and produces half a unit of steel. But if you put 2 of those next to each other, they still take in 1 unit of iron, and they produce 3/4 unit of steel because they have a 50% bonus. So that's how it works. I'm going to pause it. Do I want an engineering lab? Ooh, maybe I want to get into chems. I do have, I think I got, 3 chemical engineers? Might be worth thinking about. I've got the carbon. Carbon is so cheap. I better buy up some carbon. Is there a carbon surplus? Because I don't have an awesome source of carbon. Yes, that's right, Zoltar. So 4 engineers, the steel mill would consume 1.25 iron and make 2/3 a unit of steel, basically. I'm going to upgrade myself.
We'll have this done in a jiffy.
Turn on auto supply. It looks like these are doing, the reactors are doing quite well for themselves. Power is going up. Oh, why did you put it right next to me? Wind here is weak. Oh, that is annoying. Maybe I'll just ignore power. It's nice that I've got the 1 mill, but maybe I'll just take on the debt, not worry about it, use my stuff for other things. Speaking of which, maybe 2 glass furnaces would be not a bad idea. Because they should be profitable. Not hugely profitable, but at least they should help me upgrade. It doesn't. So labs increase chemicals and glass, which is something I think I could get into. Maybe I should have built a engineering lab. Make private claim, build engineering lab. Right there. So this will let me just upgrade my production straight up for various buildings. So what do I want to upgrade? Maybe I should build chem labs instead of, which one's making more? No, the glass is actually more valuable right now. So maybe if I can find, oof, man, fuel is doing great. Need housing, okay, I'll buy habitat. That's fine.
The black market is online.
Thanks for buying Red Scissors, we appreciate it. Hope you like the game. Alright, what do I want to upgrade? I better upgrade something. Upgrade my glass. I know glass is going to be important.
To the highest bidder.
I really wanted some chem labs so I can upgrade the chemicals. You know, it's always good to upgrade the chemicals first if it makes sense. Pirates. How good is carbon? No. Carbon you get when your pirates will basically steal 200 of something for you, so you can just sort of, you know, 100 water. That'd be 8,000. But of course you're stealing it from someone else. Of course, now the price of water just suddenly dropped. So I'll just hold on to that for the second. Hold on to my pirate for a second. Well, I'm gonna let me tab through the colony, see if anyone's shipping anything interesting.
Let this be a lesson to you all.
Not yet.
With us. And we screw with you.
Looks like 2 Dune squads got hit right off the bat. What do I want to protect? How good are my furnaces? My reactors are actually doing the best, so I'm going to protect this guy. Can't upgrade. Okay, now power is getting to the point where it might be worth talking about. Oh, I've got 2 sources. I've got 2 pirates. Jeez. Well, you know what? Carbon is always useful. I got most carbon and aluminum here.
I hate those filthy bandits.
So red is potentially the combination here. Ooh, aluminum is doing great. Okay, I will steal your aluminum.
Pirates. I hate those filthy bandits.
Okay, I want the labs to. Okay, so what should I do? Should I go? I'm going to go for the chems because I am going to need that chemical production. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and delete my. And I just upgraded them. Moron. Oh, and they mutinied my industrial lab? Come on. Goose Squad is only 5,000. I'm going to protect it just because. I can't buy in the laboratory. Actually, maybe I better. How much do I need to upgrade? 80 glass. Let me get myself 80 glass. Just sit on my glass. That way I know I can upgrade when I want to. Alright. Chems are making plenty of money. And I'm going to cancel that and instead switch over to chemical production. So I don't have any glass furnaces anymore, so I don't need better glass furnaces.
Expansive colony expanded.
Alright, I have one stock advantage, but I got 2 opponents who are both. Ooh, and I've got. Okay, I'm going to protect one of my. I feel like this is one they're going to hit because if they were EMP in, they might hit these carbons here too. Aluminum's doing very well. I'm going to grab another claim. Aluminum is doing so well. I might actually grab another source of aluminum. How much more is the lab than the workshop? A lot more. Alright. But this would drive up the price of chems, which is what I want. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to buy the lab anyway. 2 labs. I'm just not worried about debt this game. That's my decision. Alright, however, to upgrade, I need 46,000 because I'm waiting for aluminum and carbon to come in. They're both doing pretty well. Mutiny is only 5,000. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I switched off their carbon production to power, which probably makes sense. I mean, they're probably making a ton of money here. Yeah, they're making more than they would be off of the carbon mine, but it's only debt, so it may not be the best move for the AI. That's a hard thing for the AI to judge, because you want the AI to be making smart moves from a money perspective, but in the campaign, you can definitely be a lot more liberal about debt.
Not a problem.
Alright.
We'll have this done in a
Launch another chemical upgrade. How good are my reactors doing compared to my chems? My chems are better, but ooh, I'm going to get get some water. Is that going to be enough? I might even want another one. that price. Oh, I've fallen behind. But I'm fully upgraded now, so I don't have to worry about holding on to stuff. Get the lab, get the habitat. So maximum colony size is 21, so there's potentially 5 more habitats that can be bought. That's the cheapest thing. Although aluminum is expensive, so it's not necessarily the cheapest thing. So the lab's 23, habitat 17. All right, yeah, I'll just buy more labs. So I definitely also want the colony to grow. Okay, I may be overproducing the market in chemicals, which is why it's important to keep buying these labs. You see, I'm producing a ton of chems now, but that's just driving the price down. So I actually might want to switch over to. I'm going to cancel that one. I'm going to start upgrading my fuel production. And in the meantime, I'll put it there. So I got plenty of water production now. Maybe power? I mean, I don't want just one glass furnace or one electronics factory, however profitable they may be. Not very, actually. I mean, what I really want, well, I would love more carbon. Maybe that's what I should be producing in my industrial labs, increase my carbon production. You often don't think about just improving the base resource production, but that could be important here. Shortage, shooting water. Okay, I'm going to buy up some water. Again, that's one of the advantages of the scavengers. You get notification about the shortages early. Here comes that water shortage. I thought a little before about perhaps allowing fake shortages, or somehow you trigger shortages where you just get the message, but the price doesn't go up, or it just goes, oh look, the AI is selling the water. I totally lost a lot of money there. Oh, the AI took advantage of the shortage as well. I think I just lost a ton of money. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, it'd be interesting to cause fake shortages where the price just doesn't go up nearly as much as you think it does, because oftentimes with shortages, the thing that makes the big difference is actually everyone's reaction to the shortage, not the actual shortage itself. Like, everyone sees that there's a shortage, so then they pile into that resource and everyone buys up a ton of it, which drives up the price way more than the actual shortage itself. Alright, you are my opponent, my biggest threat, so I am going to blow up your... what? Your power. I don't want to blow up your power. I want to blow up your... teleportation? Why is there no... oh, you have no building there. That's weird. Alright, he's switching back to carbon. So I'm going to wait for that to get there, and then I'll blow it up. Another lab. What are the price difference here? So the workshop is the cheapest because it's made of chemicals, and I've got chemicals. Yeah, at this point, maybe I should just focus on making sure I have a nice, solid lead. The price of fuel's going up. My chem labs might suddenly be not good bets anymore, yeah. So I'm going to delete this, build electronics reactor there. Okay, now I can blow this guy up. Okay, red's coming on strong too now. Maybe red needs to be top. Oof, that is a... oh, it's the food production. Oh! So I power switch here, hit the goon squad immediately, and got wrecked. Alright, so this is a problem. This guy is making a killing off food. What's this tile making here in the middle? Almost $400 a second. Okay, so we're on the last day. I've got a 5-share lead. I should be able to do okay. Let's try this one again. Who is my biggest threat now? You know what? I'm going to steal your carbon production. That's what I'm going to do instead. These are always great because they can, of course, help you as much as they're going to hurt someone else. So, okay, now we're just spending money directly into buying up shares in the colony. I got a 5-share lead. They've got $50,000. This one's got $50,000 in cash. This one's got, well, just bought one. I got a 4-share lead, and it's he's gaining basically $3,000 or $4,000 a second. but that should be enough
Black
to
market is
get me to the end of the
online.
game if I want to. Maybe I'll just do something to slow him down somehow. Let's try that power. Let's see if I get luckier. I hit it again. I should have just gotten the EMP because then I would know that I would have knocked a few guys out without running the risk of hitting the goon squad. At this point, people are kind of aware that power surges are generally speaking stronger than EMPs, but that's one of the disadvantages of the power surge. Is if you get lucky and you hit a goon squad, you know, it started here and then it went here and got negated by the goon squad. It could have gone here instead.
The black market is online.
All right. I'm going to give myself a 3-share lead. 4 hours left, that should be enough. That was probably a waste of $70,000, but whatever. So I'm actually going to be losing the money on this map again. You see, I've got $100,000 debt more than I have in funds. Well, if I sell everything, Control Shift down. It's still more debt than resources. So I'm not really going to be making money this game. But, you know, that's okay. At least I ended up with the victory. Are shortages consistent in their effect, excluding player behavior? Yeah, that's possible. We could introduce different types of shortages. Even potentially like a shortage that costs more but doesn't alert the other players about it. I guess that could be interesting too. There's probably a lot more we could do with a hack array. Alright, so I won that one. I'm going to have to go at noon. So I'm trying to think whether I'll have room for another one. Well, I might as well keep going. I'm just going to try to go fast. I might just bump it up to fast speed. So I had cash before the mission. I lost money on the mission, but I made $400,000 for my game, so that leaves me with almost $600,000. Okay. So what do I want to upgrade? Metal mine, water pump, quarry. Well, those are all good. Which one is probably least useful? Well, I definitely want the quarry. I'm going for water. It's more versatile, you know. So now this one's got solar flare. It doesn't really help me. It gives extra claim. This one unlocks scientific. Okay, I'll go for the extra claim then. All right, so I have a hard stop at noon, but I will play again for another 20 minutes. Hopefully we'll get to the end of the mission.
High levels of iron found. Low levels of aluminum found. Expansive colony founded. High levels of silicon found.
All right, where are the craters on this map? I don't see a whole lot.
High levels of carbon found.
There's a high carbon.
Medium levels of water found.
Doesn't have any neighbors. There's really nothing great nearby, although there's that high silicon, which is kind of interesting. This is a low resource map. Oh, there's some good stuff over here.
High levels of water found.
It looks like there's at least, at the very least, there's no other scavengers on that map, so that
A geothermal vent.
that high carbon should be safe for the moment. Although if it gets claimed, I am in big trouble. Alright, I'm just going to have to go for it. Alright, I'm going to maybe drop down right here.
Scientific colony
We'll
found.
have this outpost off the ground in no time.
The good wind. That's the only high... I'm going to go ahead and just grab this high silicon. What the heck? And then I need some aluminum. Is there high aluminum? There is not. In fact, there's only one medium. Well, let's hope I grab it. Please, I want you high aluminum. These are used as 3 claims for an iron and 2 steel mills. As for you, you probably have 1 claim left. So, there are other high carbons on the map. Well, we'll just see what happens as far as carbon goes. Pirates. I'm basically, I just don't want to be hit by the pirates. Oh yes, thanks for reminding me about the water engine. So I better make sure that the price of fuel always stays higher than the price of water. So I want to overdo my water production this game.
Expansive colony
Meantime,
expanded.
no one's really shipping anything. I can't really do anything with those pirates. I can't upgrade yet. I need a little bit more money. Should be able to soon. And then there goes the silicon market because I just can't. Alright, upgrade.
Black
Alright.
market is online.
Zolta reminded me I better get myself a source of water. I'm going to grab that high one. Sorry guys, actually all timed out. I am going to grab both of these. High and medium. They're some of the only water on the map, and they're next to each other. They're going to be important. In fact, there's probably a good chance they're going to get squatted, I would guess. You know what? I'm going to steal you. I'm going to steal your high iron. What the heck?
We're not
Oh!
just disappointed in you.
Protected. Nice move, AI. Nice move indeed. Alright. So I got one claim left. What do I go for? Do I go for carbon? Go for food? Go for reactor? So these are money losers right now. So really nothing to be excited about. Glass furnace might not be bad. I can put it here, which would be nice. Connects the thing. You know, what the heck? We'll try that. I stole my power. That's fine. Whatever. Okay, you got some aluminum. Maybe I'll steal your aluminum. Or I'll steal your water. I'm going to steal your water.
Pirates.
Because I need that water. I do not want the price of water to go too high. I'm more concerned about winning this game than I am about, you know,
Scientific colony expanded.
reactor engineer, extra reactor engineer. I think that would be very nice. How nice? That's the question. Yeah, water is used the same. You need the same quantity of water to power the blimps. And of course, one water becomes 2 units of fuel in the 2 units of water becomes 1 unit of fuel in the electrolysis reactor, I believe. Well, it's a little more complicated than that, but yeah, that's the basic idea. So water engine really is significantly better. It does put you in a good situation, unless for whatever reason the price of water really spikes. Do the habitat. I don't just know what I really want to get into yet. First of all, let me auto supply. Moron. Is this thing actually making money for me? Yeah, a little bit. Alright. So now basically the issue is aluminum. Sell my water. That really did pay off. Alright, now I can upgrade right away. Alright, let's start dropping down this glass. If I'm going to be into glass, that means I want to build either a workshop or a lab. Workshop's a lot cheaper. Well, it'd be great if I was also able to make electronics at the same time. Alright, workshop. Resource bomb. What do I want to hit? I want. Ooh, I noticed that. I want to hit someone's water. I think you've got a good source of water here. Yeah, speaking of water. Oh, they're scientific. So I only got 1 bump down. Scientifics have a natural protection against sabotage. They're the bane of the scavengers. Sort of a classic battle. Scavengers versus scientific. Maybe let's go for some more carbon. There is those high carbons that are still available. Grab that one. The price of carbon's high, and I'm scavenger. So, reactor or another glass? What should I do here? So this glass this would really boost the production significantly. So right now, Water Engine is doing great for me because you see, you know, my units are consuming almost 1 unit of water a second instead of 1 unit of fuel. So it's saving me 60 or 70 bucks a second. At some point, and we need to get this in soon, but at some point we're going to allow you to turn those patents on and off, which of course then means they're much, much more valuable. Do I want an ice condenser? Not really. Although I probably should stop being a moron, and I should probably buy a goon squad and protect my high water. I just want to make sure the price of water stays low.
Scientific colony expanded.
To the lab. What should I upgrade?
Market is
Got a long way
online.
from upgrading. And I can basically just sell glass to buy aluminum. Man, the price of aluminum and glass are the same thing. It's not awesome. Alright, I'm going to give you someone's aluminum. That is what needs to happen. Who's the biggest threat? Green, I guess? Alright, I'm going to take your
We're not
aluminum.
surprised, just disappointed in you.
It's always very fitting when the AI figures out where I'm going to mute yet, because I programmed the AI, so price of water is going up. I'm going to want to crash that. Oh, yeah. I'm actually going to lose money. I'm buying into shortages, and I'm actually losing money because the AI is doing the same thing I'm doing now. Definitely changes the feels of the games.
The black market is online.
I don't want to buy an office. I want to buy. Do these both consume? So it doesn't really matter if you do glass. Doesn't really matter if you do workshop or lab. So just go for workshop. Shortage on steel. Okay, I'll buy into that. Buy some water while it's cheap. Can't even do that. I'll sell the steel. I just want to get bought out underneath. And then buy habitat. All right, now I got a 3-stock lead. Is my glass still making money for me? They are. I am actually. The sign got off. It should say plus 2.737 elemental quarry. Well, I'm glad I can take these notes. Plus 2.37 elemental quarry. Okay. But I am not producing enough silicon anymore, so I better that electronics thing. But my electronics production is so bad. I only have one electronics engineer. Although right now it would be making me money, whereas glass is going to be losing me money.
Scientific colony expanded.
You know what? I'm going to crash the glass market, and then I'm going to switch to chems. Plus 10 versus plus 13. I'm going to switch to chems. And then start buying labs, which will increase the cost of chemicals. So crashing the glass market like that means that I don't have to necessarily worry about it as a thing holding back my upgrading. So I know I think I got enough glass to make sure I can upgrade. The issue is, believe it or not, it's just straight up aluminum. And let's steal someone else's aluminum. Why did I go for green? I should have gone for red because I kept the aluminum for longer. At least they're making plenty of aluminum, which should drive the price down. Surplus shortage. So that now I'm really getting some supply. I'm really getting some heavy debt right now because for whatever reason I just completely refused to build reactors. I should have just built reactors. I don't know what I'm doing there. That's ridiculous. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for the aluminum to come in.
Is online.
I can also just sell the chems. How much more do I need? Well, I'm almost there. Really almost there. Okay, upgrade. Now it's time to do something with my water. Maybe in the back of my mind, I'm keeping the price of fuel so high just so I make sure water engine doesn't become addictive. Mostly because I don't want Zoltar to make fun of me. Alright, so I'm doing a good job staying ahead. Some water. Start the auto supply. What do I want to steal? Probably want to keep stealing aluminum. Okay, this time I'll steal the correct aluminum, and I'll steal the one in the middle so that they lose their bonus for a little bit. Got my labs. Keep driving up the price of chems, hopefully. Although, man, that price of electronics. Well, maybe when I... The issue with electronics is it requires aluminum, and aluminum is crazy. I should have... How long till I can upgrade? So I would love to get into... Because I need to get that. I need to get another aluminum down. That's just crazy. Yeah. Are they catching up to me? They are. Alright. Got some distance between me and them. Fill our water! $70,000 upgrade. I better, you know what? I better buy labs while I still can. I feel like I'm not gonna be able to keep ahead of Omega. What can I do to slow Omega down? Ooh, that farms. Just knock those out. You know, something I can dynamite. Oh yeah, I can dynamite your aluminum. It's like I want to switch to electronics, but I also feel like I need that extra thing of aluminum.
The black market is online.
I'm like in this bad cycle here. Can't break out of it. Alright, I'm just doing it. I'm doing it. Deleting my transitioning into electronics. Which is just, it's just worth so much at this point. So at this point now, actually, I do want to build a workshop. Because I want the price of electronics to go up. I guess you can like transition from one thing to another correctly in the campaign because you know, it's like you need to spend chemicals to increase production of electronics. So if you transition from chemicals to electronics, it actually makes sense.
Expansive colony
Prices, meanwhile, are pretty awesome on World. Alright, so how are these? How much money is making? Very good money. In fact, such good money, I better go swap them. Build up the lab. Got a 4-stock lead. We're almost to day 7. And I think I'm not going to be able to upgrade. Well. Oh, then yep, here we go. Now water engine is costing me. Alright, well, that's simple. I'll just turn off my reactors.
The black market is online.
Maybe, in fact, I should turn them into blast furnaces. Or, you know what? Nope. That's electronics is crazy right now. So, let's just do that. Upgrade, alright.
We'll have to start.
I don't know if this is even there's even going to be enough time for this, but I'm going to get some more aluminum. By the time it gets there, the day's probably be over, but what the heck. Let's get some more electronics. I've got 2 sources, 2 supplies of electronics. It is making money, right? The price of aluminum is sort of slowly going down. Alright, let me get some more water. Oh, my water got blown up. Was it blown up this whole time? Chat, this is what you're here for. You're supposed to tell me that someone blew up my water. Oh dear. That is not good at all. Alright, is there any water nearby? I don't have ice condensers. I should have got the ice condensers. There's no more water on the map. I should have got the ice condensers. Alright, I'm stealing someone's water. I am going to steal... There's some water to steal. I just want to... Oh, here we go. Steal your water. If this is Goon Squad, I will laugh. Okay. Not Goon Squad. I'm falling behind. Oh, these are off. The farms are off because of water. Alright, what should I mutiny? Oh, what should I power surge? Probably these guys. Whoa, they're making $400 a second. Those ice condensers paid off. That is hilarious. Alright. Control shift down. This one's gonna be tight.
The black
Make it
market
58,000.
is online.
Okay, I got a one stock lead. How much money do they have? They are going to be able to do it. Looks like. All right, can I? Yes, I can mutiny something first. That's going to. If he's losing money, or not.
We caught a dirty rat trying to break out.
Oh my goodness! Oh, I put it in just the perfect place. What do I want to hit for him? It's nighttime. The one stock lead. There's like 6 seconds left.
The black market is online.
I can't even use my power surge. It's not a. Oh, whew. That was a close one. Well, maybe I should look at the stats, see if the water engine actually made sense or not. So I was auto purchased. Well, it's hard to tell here. I mean, I did have to auto purchase $30,000 in water, but you know, again, that goes into your debt, so it's not that big a deal. It did definitely save me some money. They were definitely saved me some money points. So if I turn off all of everything but fuel and water, you can see basically that. Okay, so at every point where fuel is more expensive than water engine made sense. And I should point out, it should probably be anytime that water, even if water is twice the price of fuel, it still makes sense, I believe. Did I accuse Chad of not informing me about my water when I just see someone blow? I'm not sure if those comments are sarcastic after the fact or before the fact. Anyway, it could be well, the big thing about water, it could be a claim, but it could be a claim. I'm not actually sure what Zoltar means there. Because you're using water engine, so I mean, it means you don't need the reactor to turn the water into fuel. Yeah, I figured that. Next time, you tell me when it happens. All right, chat. That's your job. All right. Why? Yeah. I mean, I do believe certainly anytime water is more valuable than the price is higher than fuel, water engine helps. And I think even if fuel is a little more expensive than water, then I still think water engine helps. Oh, I see. You're talking about at the metal level. Would an extra claim be more valuable than water engine? Possibly. I mean, I guess I'm saying I need one less claim for a reactor to turn the water into fuel anyway. So, I don't know. And as long as I aim for water better, you know, by not doing